Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that Cinderella is not just a fairy tale princess? Before I start, I want you to forget everything you know about Cinderella. Today, I will take you to a different world, a world of technology, mystery, and secrets. But before we begin to the story, let me introduce myself first. My name is Khanza putri from SMP Khanza, and today I will tell you a story entitled Cinderella and the Midnight Court. So now, let me take you into the story. Long ago, there was a kingdom called Ashanova. It was a beautiful land filled with crystal towers, flying vehicles, and amazing technology. Every night, the city glowed with blue light, making it look magical. However, the people of Ashanova were afraid of technology because of a disaster that happened long ago. The disaster was called the Great Collapse. After that event, people believed technology was dangerous. Near the edge of Blackthorn Forest lived a girl named Cinderella. Unlike most girls, she did not care much about royal parties or fancy dress. She loved repairing broken machines, studying strange symbols, and exploring others hidden in the forest. Because of this, people thought she was strange. Even her stepmother always warned her. Technology only brings trouble. One stormy night, while exploring the forest, Cinderella found a secret room beneath a giant tree. Inside, she saw glowing machines and strange symbols. In the center of the room was a bright blue light. It was the Midnight Court. It was the Midnight Court. As she looked at it in surprise, a hologram suddenly appeared. My name is Nova, the figure said. I am the guardian of the Midnight Court. Nova explained that long ago, Astronova was the most advanced kingdom in the world. But over time, people became greedy. They used technology for power instead of helping others. One day, their greed led to the Great Collapse. Then, Nova revealed something terrible. The Midnight Court, slowly running out of power, if it stopped working, Cinderella would fall into darkness. The next day, the kingdom had a big celebration called the Midnight Festival. People from all over Astronova come to the royal palace. People were excited about the festival, but they also worried. Dark clouds filled the sky every night. Cinderella already knew what was happening. She wanted to tell everyone about the danger. When she asked her family to let her attend to the celebration, they only laughed at her. You, the stepsister said. You're just a girl who plays with old machines. No one will believe you. After they left, Cinderella sat alone near the fireplace. She wished she would go to the festival and tell everyone the truth. Suddenly, her notebook began to glow blue. A moment later, Nova arrived before her. Don't worry, Cinderella. I know how to help you. A bright blue light filled the room. Cinderella watched in surprise as her old clothes changed into a beautiful glowing dress. When Cinderella arrived at the palace, everyone looked at her. Her beautiful dress glowed under lights. People were confused that Cinderella activated her bracelet and a hologram revealed the truth about the midnight court. The king looked surprised. Then, the midnight court was never cursed? He asked. Cinderella shook her head. No, the real problem wasn't the technology. It was the people who used it the wrong way. Before anyone could speak, the crowd suddenly shook. A giant machine monster appeared in front of the palace. It was the midnight party. People were afraid of the giant creature, but Cinderella was not. She slowly walking toward it. You were never ever, Cinderella said softly. You were once a protector of this kingdom. Blue lights flew into the courtyard. The bats appeared in the sky, and everyone finally knew the truth. Slowly, the midnight guardian disappeared into blue light. Slowly, the midnight guardian disappeared into blue light. Then Nova appeared again. There is no one more thing you need to know, Nova said. Before. Then Nova appeared again. Then Nova appeared again. There is one more thing you need to know, Nova said. Everyone listened carefully. The midnight god can only serve fire through hope, truth, and kindness. Then Nova turned into Cinderella. You are more connected to the god than you know. Then Nova turned to Cinderella. You are more connected to the god than you think. Cinderella looked confused. Nova explained that her family had a special connection to midnight god for many years. Because of that, only Cinderella could save it. But there was one problem to save Nova. Cinderella had to become one with the midnight god. She looked around and saw the people smiling. At last, they understood the truth. She took a deep breath and smiled. If this can save everyone, I am ready. Before anyone could stop her, a bright blue light surrounded Cinderella. Her power became part of the midnight court, and it shone brighter than even before. Suddenly, Nova came back to life. The city light shone again. The dark clouds disappeared, and hope returned to the kingdom. From that day on, the people of Ashanova understood that technology is not good or bad by itself. It depends on how people use it. Cinderella's bravery was never forgotten, and her story became legend in Ashanova. That is the end of my story. I'm sorry if I had a mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.